guys can see this. This is a $15 to $20 accordion folder from Staples, and it's labeled 1 through 31. So here was my system for follow-up that served me well. Yes, I know you got Command, you got Excel and Top Producer and all these fancy things that you can use, but here's what worked for me. I printed out my FSBO script. I think I shared this with you before. The minute a FSBO answered, this now became my lead sheet. And every question I would ask them, I would write the answer down on the script. After the phone call, I would do two things. Number one, I would go directly to my phone and I would put that person into my phone, and it would be 123 Main Street FSBO, right? So if they called me back, I would know that it's the for sale by owner or 123 Main Street calling me back. So the first thing I would do is I would put them in my phone based on their address. And then I would write all their information on the top of the script. 123 Main Street, seller's name is Mary Jane, phone number, email address, any information I have from her, I would put it on here, right? And so today is the 24th. My rule of thumb for sale by owners is that you want to call them back on Mondays. Now, really, the best time to call a for sale by owner back is Sunday evening after they've had their open houses on the weekend. However, on the weekends, I was committed to my daughters, committed to my family, having family dinner. I knew I was not going to make calls on Sunday evenings. So I made my policy Monday is for sale by owner follow-up day. So I would take this, hold on. What's Monday's date? Anybody tell me really quickly, what's this upcoming Monday? What's the date? It's the 28th. Okay. So what I would do after I talk to this person, I would go into my accordion folder and I would take this lead and I would put it right here on the 28th. It's in there. That Monday morning, when I come into the office, this is sitting on my desk. It stays on my desk. It's the 28th. I reach in, I grab all the leads that I need to follow up on the 28th, and I would put them on my desk. I would do all my new calls first, and then I would do my follow-up. And based on that conversation I had with that for sale by owner on the 28th, if they told me, hey, we're not ready yet, we're going to take some more time, I'm going to put them into the next Monday's column. But if they told me something like, hey, give us a call on Wednesday, then I'm going to put it in on the 30th and make sure I call them on the 30th. So this whole thing, I'm just walking these leads through my accordion folder, different dates based on our conversation. What I love about the system is it's simple. It's in your face. You're not going to forget about it. You're not going to get an alert on your phone where you just snooze the alert and not do it. This is staring in your face. These are the people you need to call every day. So this is the system that worked for me. It may or may not work for you. However, if you don't have a system or the system you have isn't working, invest in the $15 or $20 and order an accordion folder labeled 1 through 31, and then start using that. And here's my policy. If somebody called and said, David, we're not going to be ready until October, I would write on the top of the script October 1st, and I would put it in day number 1. So every first of each month, I would go through, pull out all those leads. The ones that were for September, I would put them in the appropriate slot for September. The ones for October, I would keep them in there until October came around. When October came around, I would take those out and put them in the appropriate slot so I could start following up in October. So it's just a quick, simple way to follow up with leads that I recommend you guys do, because this game here with for sale by owners and expireds, you're not going to get the opportunity on the first call 99% of the time. It's all about the follow-up, which means you have to have a systematic approach that you follow every single time, because that 1 week that you skip is going to be the week that somebody else calls and they're going to take that listing away from you. So you got to call systematically every week, no matter what they say, you got to call, you got to follow up. Hopefully that makes sense.